You won't believe what just happened in Indiana. After Tyrese Haliburton drilled the game-winning shot for the Pacers, the celebration took a wild and unexpected turn. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever stormed the court and turned the whole night into a full-blown Hoosier celebration. This crossover moment between the WNBA and NBA is setting the internet on fire, and we've got the full story behind the epic celebration, the viral reactions, and what it means for Indiana basketball going forward. Stick around, because this might just be the best sports crossover of the year. It was a high-stakes night in Indianapolis. The Pacers were locked in a tense battle, crowd on their feet, every possession magnified. The game was tied in the dying seconds, and Tyrese Haliburton had the ball in his hands, cool, calm, collected. With the clock ticking down and defenders closing in, Haliburton launched a deep three. But what came next? Nobody saw that coming, because while the fans were losing their minds, cameras caught a very familiar group sprinting from the tunnel. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever players joined the courtside celebration in full force, arms raised, shouting with joy, mobbing Haliburton in a moment that has become instantly iconic. Segment 2. Caitlin Clark's growing influence. Now, let's talk about Caitlin Clark. This moment wasn't just about basketball, it was about star power. Clark, who has been making waves since being drafted by the Fever, is already changing the face of the WNBA. And now, it seems she's having an impact off the court too, especially when it comes to uniting Indiana's basketball scene. By joining the Pacers celebration, Clark showed what many fans have already started to realize. She's not just a WNBA superstar, she's becoming the face of Indiana sports. Her presence lit up the celebration, adding fuel to a fire that was already blazing. Social media erupted. Fans tweeted, "Indiana is in good hands," with Haliburton and Clark, with the basketball capital again. Others called it the best crossover moment in sports this year. Let's not forget, this wasn't just Clark. The Indiana Fever showed up as a team, which speaks volumes. It wasn't a PR move. It wasn't staged. It was real, authentic, and powerful. The Fever's support of their NBA counterparts speaks to a deeper culture being built in Indiana, one that blends both leagues, embraces each other's successes, and promotes unity across men's and women's basketball. In fact, insiders say this crossover is something the organizations have been quietly working toward, with joint practices, mentorship events, and combined community appearances in the works. Segment 4. Tyrese Haliburton's game-winner breakdown. Let's rewind to the shot itself, the moment that sparked the celebration. Tyrese Haliburton has been electric this season, but this game-winner, cold-blooded, he faked left, stepped back, and launched the game-sealing three with defenders draped all over him. He didn't flinch, and when that shot dropped, the arena detonated. The Fever players were already standing by the court, and as soon as the buzzer sounded, they rushed out like it was their own finals moment. The synergy between Haliburton and the Fever was so natural, it was like watching a college team storm the court together after a March Madness upset. Clips of Caitlin Clark hugging Haliburton hit Instagram, TikTok, and X within 10 minutes. #PacersFever and #ClarkHaliburton were trending nationwide. On YouTube, fans started piecing together multi-angle videos, slow-mo celebrations, and even audio breakdowns of the crowd noise spiking as Clark entered the picture. Sports anchors called it a passing of the torch moment, where Indiana's two brightest stars met on the biggest stage in the biggest way. One fan wrote, "I didn't think this night could get better until I saw Caitlin Clark flying down the sideline with the Fever behind her." Segment 6. Why this moment matters for basketball. This crossover moment is more than just a fun highlight. It signals a culture shift. We're witnessing a blending of the WNBA and NBA in real time, and it's all happening in Indiana. This isn't just good for fans, it's great for women's sports visibility. When stars like Clark are welcomed onto the NBA stage during a key moment, it reinforces that these athletes belong in the spotlight. It's about mutual respect, shared victories, and building a basketball city that thrives year-round. Segment 7. A message to young fans. If you're a young basketball fan in Indiana, this is the kind of energy that's going to shape your dreams. Watching Haliburton win the game, and then watching Caitlin Clark and the Fever celebrate alongside him, sends a powerful message. Basketball is for everyone. No matter your gender, age, or league, you can be a part of something electric. And that sense of unity? That's something Indiana is doing right. Segment 8. What's next for the Fever and Pacers? With the Fever season heating up and the Pacers pushing for playoff success, this might just be the beginning of a new era. Joint fan events? Co-branded merchandise? Shared community work? Sources say it's all in motion. Some fans are even calling for a dual-night game series. Fever one night, Pacers the next, with discounted combo tickets to build cross-league fandom. Imagine the economic boost, the buzz in the city, the social media firestorm. Indiana could become the model for NBA-WNBA synergy across the country. It was a cultural moment, a crossover that felt authentic, emotional, and fun. Caitlin Clark joining the Pacers celebration showed us that basketball in Indiana is no longer split between leagues. It's connected, strong, and filled with momentum. And when your NBA stars and WNBA stars lift each other up, that's when true progress begins. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more exclusive stories like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got more behind the scenes, more viral moments, and all the energy you won't find anywhere else. Indiana basketball is on the rise, and you don't want to miss what's coming next.